Fear is not about size. The biggest thing in the ocean has never killed a human, ever. And the animal responsible for more coastal panic than any shark? It weighs less than a cat. Your instincts about ocean danger are wrong. Systematically, biologically wrong. The ocean didn't produce monsters by accident. It produced engineers, each one optimized for a single purpose: locating, isolating, and ending prey before that prey even processes what's happening. These are not the creatures you've been told to fear. These are the ones you should actually study. Here's the thing nobody explains. One of these 5 predators can kill you without touching you. No bite, no contact. It releases something into the water and your nervous system begins shutting down within minutes. We'll come back to that. Start with the great white. Not because it's the most dangerous, but because it reveals the fundamental logic behind all 5 predators on this list. The great white doesn't chase, it calculates. A 2021 study from the University of Western Australia confirmed what researchers had suspected for years. Great whites execute a mathematically optimal search pattern when hunting. It's called the Levy walk. The same algorithm used in financial modeling to find rare events in complex systems. Think about that. A fish is running the same probability math as a Wall Street algorithm. It targets the water column below its prey. It moves at the precise speed that conserves energy while maximizing surface coverage. And it attacks from below, using the sun as a blinding weapon. Your eyes look down into darkness. Its eyes look up into light. By the time the water turns red, the shark has already reevaluated its position. This isn't aggression, it's engineering. But what happens when the apex engineer meets something that doesn't follow any natural behavioral script? The box jellyfish doesn't hunt. It drifts. And that's precisely what makes it catastrophic. It carries 24 eyes, grouped in 4 clusters. It can perceive color. It navigates around obstacles. For an organism with no brain, that sentence should feel deeply wrong. Its venom operates on 3 systems simultaneously: cardiovascular, dermatological, and neurological. A 2022 paper from the University of Queensland described the cardiac component as capable of triggering full cardiac arrest in under 2 minutes on a healthy adult. 2 minutes. You don't feel fear. You feel pain so overwhelming that the body begins shutting itself down voluntarily just to stop processing it. No jaw, no skeleton, no centralized nervous system. And yet, more recorded deaths than all shark species combined in the Pacific region over the past 50 years. Now consider what happens when a predator evolves to bypass not just your defenses, but your ability to perceive it's there at all. The saltwater crocodile operates at the intersection of river and ocean. It's not purely marine. That's intentional. It holds its breath for up to 2 hours. It maintains a resting heart rate of 2 to 3 beats per minute. Its body temperature adapts to the water around it, making thermal detection nearly impossible. It does not stalk, it waits. Researchers at Charles Darwin University documented crocodile behavior in tidal estuaries and found something counterintuitive. Saltwater crocodiles will hold a position for 17 to 22 days before executing an ambush on a specific location. Not a specific animal, a specific location. They identify the pattern of where prey drinks, crosses, or forages. Then they outlast every other variable until the moment is optimal. You cannot outpatience a reptile that has been running this software for 200 million years. But the animal on this list that represents the most complete rethinking of predatory logic? It has no bones, no armor, and no permanent form. The orca doesn't belong on a fear list. That's exactly why it's here. Orcas don't attack humans in the wild. With one single exception in recorded history that remains disputed. They don't need to. The psychology behind that decision is what makes them more dangerous than anything else on this list. They teach, generationally. A hunting technique developed in the Crozet Islands in the 1980s, intentional beaching to capture sea lions, spread to multiple unrelated pods across 3 ocean systems within 15 years. Not genetics. Culture. Stanford marine behavioral researchers classify orcapod tactics as combinatorial, meaning they sequence individual maneuvers the way a team executes a play. wave washing to dislodge prey from ice, carousel feeding to exhaust fish, collaborative herding across kilometers of open water. They don't just solve the problem, they archive the solution and teach it forward. No other non-human animal on the planet does this at this scale. And now, the one we promised you at the beginning. The blue-ringed octopus is 12 centimeters long. It carries enough tetrodotoxin to stop the respiratory system of 26 adults. There is no antivenom. When threatened, it doesn't flee. It displays electric blue rings pulsing across its skin. A warning, a choice it gives you. Most victims ignored it. Here's what connects all five. None of them evolved to be feared. They evolved to be effective. Fear is just what happens when efficiency exceeds your ability to comprehend it. The ocean didn't build monsters. It built solutions to problems you didn't know existed. The question isn't which one you should fear most. The question is, what problem are you built to solve? If this made you think differently, subscribe. The Animal Lab goes deeper every week. Drop the predator you'd add to this list in the comments. We read every one.